What's up, everybody? This is Coach Chip with Toe to Toe Magazine TV. Today, we're here to talk about the Filipino phenom, Manny Pacquiao, and the fact that he has to be like an old school kung fu theater master because he has to fight Father Time and Mr. Man Down, Mr. Strap Season, Mr. Big Fish himself, Errol the Truth Spence Jr. Here in America with our sports and our athletes who've accomplished a lot of things, sometimes we got a problem with letting a legend go. Sometimes our legends have a problem with letting it go. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Terry Norris. Larry Holmes versus Mike Tyson. Muhammad Ali versus Leon Spinks. Joe Louis versus Rocky Marciano. Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader. These legends stepped in the ring one too many times, and the young bull ran them over. When we think about our legends, we think about the days of old, their victories, the dramatic knockouts, how they overcame adversity and won, their backgrounds and all of these things, and we tend to forget that was a long time ago.
Ayos mo, ganun. Oh, pag hindi ko binalit, bali-bali, pagkaganong ka rito. Nice!
Manny Pacquiao started his boxing career in the Philippines, January 22nd, 1995. And he won a unanimous decision over fellow Filipino Edmund Enting Ignacio. Manny was only 16 years old. Since then, this extraordinary man has gone on to win 12 major world titles, and he made his professional debut as a junior flyweight in 8 different weight divisions. He defeated 16 opponents, 8 by KO, in world title fights. But this all started from humble beginnings. Before the glitz and the glamour, Emmanuel Dippadron Pacquiao left home as a teenager and stowed away on a ship bound for Manila, where he pursued his boxing dreams. His all-action style made him a favorite with Filipino boxing fans. He won his first major title on December 4th, 1998, knocking out Thailand's Chachi Sakul to capture the WBC flyweight title. On June 23, 2001, he scored a 6-round knockout of Lalo Ledwaba to win the IBF junior featherweight title, and the rest is history. But the Filipino superstar has to deal with a Texas tornado, a force of nature that has been destroying everything in his path, a terminator of sorts that's out there, that can't be bargained with. He can't be reasoned with. He doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and absolutely will not stop ever until you are defeated or knocked out. The Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence fight reminds me of, it's too nostalgic. Like, all of the great superstars that we've known and we've enjoyed watching always stepped out there one too many times. That's what this reminds me of. Like I said earlier, with Sugar Ray Leonard and Muhammad Ali, what else is there to prove? Manny Pacquiao is a multi-division champion who came from 109 pounds and fought as a welterweight. Him taking this fight to fight Errol Spence, he says he's not doing it for money. So what else is there to prove? The fight, Errol Spence is 11 years younger than Pacquiao. Errol Spence is dangerous. Errol Spence is huge. Errol Spence is a force of nature in this ring. He is going to be stalking Pacquiao. And on top of that, they're fighting in Dallas. They're fighting in Errol Spence. That's Errol Spence's hometown. At the Cowboy Stadium. Errol Spence has no intention of losing. This will put Errol Spence on the map as a superstar. Pacquiao will have to kill Errol Spence to win this fight. And Pacquiao has not had a knockout since 2009 when he stopped Cotto. 2009 is the last time Pacquiao had a knockout. And the odds have Pacquiao up to win this fight. And there's a lot of boxing journalists, boxing YouTubers that believe that Pacquiao can stop Errol Spence. Errol Spence is bigger than Cotto with a very sharp skill set. Errol Spence can box. Errol Spence is multifaceted. Errol Spence can fight in the pocket. Errol Spence can bang. Errol Spence is a dog. Errol Spence is not coming to win. He's coming to solidify his legacy. That's what he's coming to do. Errol Spence is not playing around. Errol Spence understands this moment. He understands that the way that he beats Pacquiao, not if he wins, because I think hands down he's going to win, but the way that he beats Pacquiao is going to really put him on the map. It's going to solidify his legacy. Check out this face-to-face leak footage of the media of Pacquiao and Errol Spence and their sit down, and who did they think that was going to win the fight and why. And listen to Errol Spence. He is a determined man.
If I knock him out in the first round, they're going to say he's too small. Even if, I just beat him up throughout the whole fight, they're going to say he has a lot of heart for a little guy just to come up and face a big guy. So I definitely have more to lose.
A lot of people saying that no need for me to continue to box, but what I'm going to do, boxing is my passion.
Y'all ain't gonna say nothing?
Out there, who's got the speed advantage in this one?
Me.
Who's got the power advantage?
Me.
Defense?
Me.
Technique?
Me. I have everything. It could be a short night. If I catch you on the chin, it could be a short night.
I'm going to punish you, man. I promise you that.
Promise you. If I catch you, I'm sparking them. We trained for, the best opponent. We trained for a guy. I'm not just going there and walk through him. I don't know if they think I'm a Antonio Margarito. All the strength conditioning workouts and things like that. I've never seen a chin get stronger. So I think, as soon as in the first round he feel my power, he'll go into survival mode. And I'm not banking out. I'm ready for anything he brings to the table. This is like a game of chess. When he make a move, it's up to me to make a better move. And I know they think I'm looking over my... I'm definitely not. I respect his skills. I've been watching him for a long time. He has a lot of skills, has a lot of talent, but, I'm still that guy. I got a crazy amount of confidence, and I want to be the person to give him his loss. So, I'm ready. A lot at stake for me. My IBF belt, my recognition of, being that guy in the welterweight division and being, quote unquote, the boogeyman in the division. He's just confident. He's a true fighter. He's a real fighter. That's what he's supposed to be. It's like a mirror. I see myself in him. That's how I feel.
He's a guy that has heart. He just outwills people, and he comes to fight. There's no knock against him. That's what his skill and his talent is. He's a guy that comes to fight. He outwills. He's gonna have no choice but to come forward.
I get the feeling he's trying to set a trap for you, man.
I will say this. Based on my experience, I've been, like I said, more than 2 decades in the boxing. I experienced all those hardest fight in life. Cotto, I fight Morales, Marquez, Hatton, Margarito, which is much taller than me. Nobody will intimidate me.
In my head, when I'm training for a fight, of course, I psych myself out and say, yes, he does have the power and the chin to, take what I have, so I won't under-prepare. But we'll see in the first round, can he take my shot? That's just my mentality overall. I'm the best fighter in the world. And it's not if I beat him, it's how I beat him. I gotta, put on a great performance to be considered one of the best, I feel like.
How does this fight end?
It can in different ways, but for me, I'm seeing, first of all, this is my hometown crowd. I mean, this is a dream come true for me, just to fight at the Cowboy Stadium, fighting in my hometown with my hometown fans and family. And I feel like, you know, this is not the ceiling for me. And once I beat him, you know, I will become, you know, that mega star, especially with the performance that I have in my mind that I'm going to give and I'm going to put out.
Well, work hard, train hard, focus on the fight.
Ooh-wee! It's gonna be smoke in the city, you hear me? A wise man once told me, if you fight a man that ain't got nothing in his refrigerator, he will kick your ass. But if you fight a man that ain't got no refrigerator, he will kill you. Errol Spence is that man without that refrigerator. He is hungry. He is hungry for what Pacquiao got. He is hungry for what Mayweather got. That is superstardom. He is hungry for that recognition and that superstardom. Period. Errol Spence is on the incline. And let's face facts. As great as he is, Pacquiao is in the twilight of his career. He's definitely on the decline. Stat time. I can't see. Stat time. Telltale sign that Manny Pacquiao was coming to the end of his career. In his last fight, Keith Thurman, who he dropped in the first round, got up and was catching Pacquiao with some hellacious shots to make that fight close with an outstanding come-off-the-deck performance. Even though Pacquiao led in punches landed against Keith Thurman, according to CompuBox stats, Keith Thurman's 192 landed punches on Pacquiao were the most by a Pacquiao opponent in 43 of his fights, tracked by CompuBox. And I'm wondering if Keith got off the deck and landed some good shots on Manny Pacquiao, if Errol Spence hits Pacquiao with those debilitating, detached retina, Scud missile shots, I wonder if Pacquiao will be able to take those shots, or if it will be a very bad night for Manny. And on top of that, Manny needs a lot of angles and punches landed to be successful. And at 42 years old, Pacquiao could get old overnight with his 2-year layoff. And on top of that, the last time Manny Pacquiao fought a southpaw was June 28th, 2008 against David Diaz for the lightweight title in Las Vegas 13 years ago. I think this is going to be a good fight. I think this is going to be an entertaining fight. And I think a lot of people are not considering the danger that Errol Spence presents, because we're caught up on the mysticism and the legend of a legend in Manny Pacquiao. And you can't blame a lot of bookies, a lot of casual fans who think that Manny Pacquiao can do it all at any age. My assessment is that Manny Pacquiao's best days are behind him. This is going to be a passing of the torch. I think Spence edges him out. I'm not sure if it'll be by knockout, but the punches that Keith landed on him, if Errol Spence has those opportunities, Manny Pacquiao is going to be in a lot of trouble. He's going to be in a lot of trouble from a guy who is looking to make a statement, who is looking to grab the mantle, and who is looking to take over the game. I have Errol Spence by decision in a tough, action-packed fight. I got Errol Spence. If Errol Spence is establishing the jab and able to go to Pacquiao's body at a high rate, then I have Errol Spence by stoppage. But if by some miracle Pacquiao is able to crank that engine one more time and get angles out, I still have Errol Spence by decision, by 12th round, but he won't be able to stop Pacquiao if Pacquiao comes in that way. That's my assessment. That's what I think. I think Pacquiao bit off a little more than he could chew right now, because just the last fight, if he would have knocked Keith down the first round 3-4 years ago, there's no way Keith would have made it out. He wouldn't even made it out of the third round, because Manny was still catching him with some pretty good shots, and Keith was able to get back into the fight. Old Manny, Keith would have been out of there, period. He would have consumed him with a barrage of hard punches, angles, things like that, he just would have been out of there. So I don't see that Manny Pacquiao anymore. You will see signs of his greatness because he is who he is. But I do have a passing of the torch with Errol Spence. This is Coach Chip signing off. Toe to Toe Magazine. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Tell me what you think. Holla at me and keep your eyes open for me till the next video.